Welcome to the daily reflections on Awake and Aware Eating and Living. So, today I wanted to talk about the topic we had on the Awake and Aware Eating and Living community meeting yesterday. The topic was listening to our higher selves. And I had that topic come up for me because I've been saying a prayer during my meditation time in the morning, and that's the first line in it. Help me listen to my higher self. And when I had that prayer yesterday, I thought, who is my higher self? What is my higher self? How do I listen to it? And so I reflected on that for a while and shared on the meeting yesterday that one of the steps to listening to my higher self was shutting out, letting go, moving away from people in my life that wanted to tell me who I was, what I should do, what I was all about. And basically, they were people who mostly were well-meaning. They had found something that worked for them, or they had read about something that's supposed to work, and they started advocating for it. It's something I've done many, many times in my life before I was awakened. I would think that whatever I was doing, whatever I read about, whatever I believed in, was what was right for everybody. And I've come to learn that's a developmental stage in maturity. And think about it. Think about how kids are really set in what they think and what they believe. And they don't think, oh, this is just what I think and believe. They think this is the truth. And unfortunately, as we continue into adulthood, many of us continue that thought pattern until we become more awakened, until we develop a little bit more and realize, no, what works for me, what I believe in, how I see the world is really just my experience. It comes from my history, it comes from my genetics, it comes from lots of different things, but it's not true for everybody. And so part of being able to listen to my higher self was noticing at some point the people in my life that were fundamentalists, basically, in some way, shape, or form, that they really believed their way of viewing the world, their reality, their truth was mine. And I was able to start to see that when I realized, somebody will advocate for something and there'll be somebody else advocating for the opposite of it. You can read a research paper, an article with a strong opinion about something, lots of scientific data to back it up, and then you can read something else that says the exact opposite. And so I realized the true essence of becoming fully myself, recovering from all the isms that I had, all the harmful things that, had crept into my life, was really finding what worked for me. And so part of listening to my higher self, that one stage that was so important, was moving away from people who really thought they knew what was best for me. And not that I don't hear wonderful things from people, but it comes from people sharing their experience, their strength, their hope in a way that is presented just like that. They're not saying, this is what's right for you, Paula. They're saying, this is what I do. You want to try it on? You want to see if it fits? So really learning to eat and live in an awakened manner. And the two of those, they go so hand in hand. In order to eat in an awakened manner in a way that creates health and vitality and meaning in my life, I really have to live in a manner like that too, because they go so hand in hand. If my life is really out of balance and the way I'm living is out of balance and harmful, it's going to be really hard to eat in a way that's nourishing for my body. And so really starting to notice when people are telling you what's best for you, they're telling you who you are, they're giving basically their opinion of you. And one of my favorite sayings is, your opinion of me is none of my business. Because basically, if I lined up 100 people and said, what's your opinion of me? What's your opinion of me? They would all have a different opinion because it's based on their own experience. So if it's important to you to start to become more authentic, to start to really listen to your higher self, one of the important steps may be to let go, move away from those people in your life that, with probably best intentions, want to tell you how to live, how to eat, how to move in the world. And if you don't move away from them or let them go, at least setting boundaries with them. So that's the daily reflection for today. Until tomorrow.